See these guys? These are illegal immigrants. Back of the truck, inside the truck. Tried to get my phone a little quicker. They go in the stores and they pay with a credit card that's on a phone that's got a Mexico address on it. Shit drives me fucking insane. I keep explaining, there's a lot of people turning these guys away that are paying with that fucking card on their phone now, because I explained to them, that's how these illegal immigrants pay for their shit without getting caught. The card's in somebody else's name, the card's in one person's name, the phone's in another person's name. Okay, they attach a credit card to the billing and payment on their phone, and then they just drop their phone on the credit card scanner. They do drop pay to pay for all their stuff, or they pay with cash. Okay. The cops didn't believe me the other day, so they got behind one of these guys and they ran the fucking tag on the truck. The tag on the truck's not even registered to a person that's alive on some of these trucks. They're registered to dead people that are recently deceased. Okay. But it's a federal offense because they're illegal immigrants, so the cops don't even arrest them. They don't do shit. They just let them fucking go, and they come out here and they're going around, they'll follow companies to job sites just to fucking underbid them. You say we need them. No, we don't need them. We need them fucking gone because they're fucking up our town. Okay, they move into houses where they got fucking 50, 100 motherfuckers living in one house. That's not an exaggeration. Okay, I posted the video on here of the house they've got with the soccer goals all over the fucking yards. They've got literally 55 people living in that one fucking 2-bedroom house. Now, if I did that, the county would fucking come at us. Too many people living in a residence. They can't do anything. It's a federal thing. I've called ICE. I've called the FBI. They won't come down here. We don't have a federal law enforcement anywhere near here. The closest one is fucking Fort Myers, man. That's 40 minutes that way. They won't come here. That's fucking nuts. Ron DeSantis, I thought you were supposed to be doing something about this. The only illegal immigrants you're sending somewhere else are the ones that are near you, motherfucker. Look, man. Look, I've backed you. I've lost everything backing you and my president, Donald Trump, man. I've lost fucking everything. Okay, and then Hurricane Ian hit, and I lost everything else. Every little bit that I had left, I lost because of Hurricane Ian. Where you at helping us down here? You let them only hire? And don't say you didn't let them, because you've been in my motherfucking town 7 times since the hurricane happened. 7 motherfucking times, Ron DeSantis, you've been in my town of Port Charlotte, Florida. And you allowed them to only hire out-of-state fucking people to do tree work and landscaping here. They didn't hire one gosh darn local fucking man. Are you kidding me? So we just lost everything because of this fucking hurricane. And our bread and butter work is after the hurricane. So you hired all out-of-town motherfuckers, and get this, they didn't even pay money to stay in our fucking motels. They just slept in their fucking trucks on the side of the road. They're still doing it. These guys are down here from Texas, and they're fucking price gouging like a motherfucker too. They're charging these people's insurance companies a fucking arm and a leg. $12,000 for something I would charge $5,000 for. Okay? This is what's going on in Port Charlotte, Florida. So, to all you that think the people on the right are going to save us, they're not doing a fucking thing for us now. Y'all keep saying all these bills Ron DeSantis is passing, man, these are awesome. No, they're not. They're not fucking awesome. The Any Woke Act does nothing but stopping teachers from grooming children in a classroom setting. The moment they step outside of the door, they can do whatever the fuck they want, say whatever the fuck they want, indoctrinate them all they want. So, in a classroom, nothing. Step right out in the hallway, you can do whatever the fuck you want to. Okay. The repeal on the 230 says for the politicians only, right in it. So, if you've been banned from social media, or you've been fucked up by social media in Florida, you can only sue if you're a politician. The citizens can't sue. I lost so much money when I got banned from some of my social media that it's not even funny, but I can't do anything about it because we don't have any politicians that help us. Nothing's happened with the Second Amendment in the state of Florida. We're still one of the least lenient Second Amendment states, okay, to the point to where you're allowed to open carry when you're going fishing, and they still fuck with people and arrest people for that here. And Ron DeSantis, you're letting them do that. You're the lesser of two evils is the only reason I'm voting for you. But I would never vote for you as president. I just want you to understand that. I've backed you so much, and I've lost fucking everything, and you ain't done a fucking thing for me personally. Nothing. Okay? The REC here calls me constantly. They want me to join. I won't. Fuck that. Fuck that. I won't do that. Because they don't do shit. You can't even have a flag waving for our fucking governor at the REC here. They won't allow it. The Republican Executive Committee won't allow you to campaign at the Republican headquarters here. What? And our so-called county commissioners, God, I wish election would have been after the fucking hurricane, because none of you would have got back in after you only hired fucking out-of-town people. There are so many local residents in Port Charlotte right now that are fucking pissed off. It's not even funny. I talked to another 13 or 14 people today. They also applied for the FEMA help here. FEMA offered them a loan with a 40% interest rate. That's what we get offered after this hurricane, by the way. We've lost everything. Some of us were on our final inspections and didn't have insurance. So the help we're getting is they're letting us sleep in our trucks. That's the only help they're giving us. I want you to understand that. The National Guard came here. FEMA is doing nothing. They're not helping us at all. They're offering us a fucking loan that we have to pay double back. That's not helping anybody. Okay? You'll forgive student debt out of our taxpayers' dollars, but people just got destroyed by a national emergency. You won't do a fucking thing for them. If you've seen any video other than mine about the FEMA emergency medical tent here, the reason nobody goes to that, they've had like 4 people go to that to get help, okay? Because 2 of our hospitals are shut down completely. They're done. They're fucking destroyed, okay? And then the other hospital is a heart attack and chest pain hospital. It's not a fucking like hospital, okay? It's a cancer and heart attack hospital. So they have the emergency tent for medical here. But if you don't we're in the state of Florida. If you don't wear a mask and you don't give them a vaccination passport, they will not let you get medical treatment there. So if you haven't been vaccinated, they won't let you have medical treatment. People are hurt from the hurricane. People are sick because what you got to understand is that hurricane's bringing fucking biological debris in from all over the place everywhere it's been. Okay, that shit's blowing all over. And people are getting sick from it because they're not used to having those types of pollens, those types of different biological microorganisms and stuff like that. So they're getting really sick, these old people. But they won't go get any help. Now some doctors are open, so people are going to get help. But FEMA's not doing anything for us. Y'all need to understand that. So you're seeing all this shit on the news. This is all an election thing. All this shit on the news, you're seeing that we're getting help. We're not getting help. They're fucking lying to you. Us in Florida, the citizens of Florida, are not getting help. And then we have all these northerners coming down here, and they're already getting caught ballot harvesting. There's a huge probe put today, started on ballot harvest. I told you. I fucking told you, man. I just made a video about it. Watch, in the next couple of days, we're gonna see something. These Democrats are down here trying to fucking cheat on the ballots, just like they did in 21 or 20. Sorry, I don't know why I said 21. But it's just nuts, man. They're lying to you. It's just like the propaganda you're seeing from the left. That's what you're getting right now because it's an election cycle. Okay, so these are all lies when they say they're helping us down here. They're not. They're not helping any of us. I don't know one person that's gotten any help from FEMA. None. Nobody. I don't know one fucking person. If you've gotten help from FEMA, please post and tell us what help you got from them and how you got the help and how people can get help. Because everyone I talk to is getting denied. I know people that have had their houses for 40 years and now they're living in their fucking truck because they can't get any help from anybody. I'm doing what I can, but I gotta live. You know, I gotta charge some money for the work I'm doing because this is my business. I live here. I just lost everything too. You know? So I gotta make some money. I'm charging like $1,000 for something I would normally charge $5,800 to $4,500 for right now. You know, I'm working on a job right now that rightfully is worth $7,000. Rightfully worth $7,000 easy. It's cutting down 4 big ass trees. I'm saying big ass trees. I'm talking 100 yards worth of debris type of size trees. And I charge $1,500 for all of it. I'm working it by myself because I can't afford to pay people. You know, can't afford to pay people at that kind of price. Not with how much work I'm putting into it. So it'd be awesome. The people that came down here and worked for free are from other states. They weren't affected by this whatsoever. So you came down here and you worked for free and you stopped us local people from having work. You know? And then the other ones of you came down here because our counties and our state gave you federal licensing that they won't get. By the way, I was denied. I applied for the federal FEMA licensing so I could do tree work for FEMA. I was denied because I'm a sole proprietor. I was denied. So stop letting them lie to you and say that we're getting taken care of down here in Florida. We're not. Okay. We're still not a Second Amendment state. Nothing that we've asked for has been done. You see the Anti-Woke Act, you're like, oh, it stops teachers. No, it stops teachers from talking to fucking children inside the classroom, like I said. The moment you step outside the classroom, anywhere else in the school, they can indoctrinate them, just not while they're teaching. What does that actually do? Tell me, what does that do? If they can just indoctrinate them in the fucking hallway as soon as they walk out or go out on the PE field and indoctrinate them, what the fuck does that bill do? It doesn't stop them from indoctrinating them throughout the school. It doesn't stop these books from coming into the school. It tells teachers they have to report medical stuff, but they still don't. And nothing's happening when they don't. There are no repercussions. They said there's going to be repercussions, just like the whole COVID-19 thing, the whole mask thing. These companies are supposed to be getting fined. We are allowing FEMA to be down here denying people medical help. Some of these people are in critical condition with heart pain, chest pain. And they're denying them help because they won't put a fucking mask on. When the doctor's got a mask on, it's an outside setting. You're not even inside a fucking building. You know, it's nuts. And then they either want a negative COVID test, which you know those PCR tests, PCA tests, I never took one, I don't know. Never worn a mask either. And I'm still alive. As a matter of fact, I didn't get that dumbass shot, and I didn't take antibiotics, and I've never had COVID. I've never had COVID. And I hugged and loved on my nieces and nephews while they had COVID. Nothing. I didn't get it. Okay? Plenty of my customers had COVID. I was around them. A couple feet away. They weren't wearing masks. I wasn't wearing a mask. Never got COVID. Never had it. I thought I had COVID, but it ended up being the flu. You know? It lasted the time period of the flu, and it was fucking gone. I worked every day through COVID. Every day. Did I get any help through COVID? Sole proprietors like me get any help through COVID? Nope. Nope. But all the big corporations got kickbacks and fucking payoffs and loans and all kinds of shit. So stop saying that Florida's a free state, because it's not. We have very tyrannical cops. We have sheriffs that bend a knee to BLM in this woke agenda. We have school boards that bend a knee to the BLM in this woke agenda and Antifa. We have county commissioners that bend a knee to BLM. We have state representatives. Stop saying this is a conservative state. Okay, right now we have so many people from New York in our state voting Democrat that it's not even funny. They don't live here. They don't live here full time, but they're still fucking voting here. They're voting in both states. I bet you they let that happen again this time. We proved that it happened last time. I mean, we won anyway, so it didn't matter here. There was a landslide in this state. It's an 88% Republican town. 88% registered Republican town in Port Charlotte, Florida. Why the fuck would you want to come here? If you haven't, I want you to understand, if you have a New York tag, a New Jersey tag, an up north tag, a Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Chicago, any of that, we're going to make your lives as miserable as we fucking possibly can, because we don't want you in our state. You call yourself a Republican all you want, but you weren't raised in a southern state, and you don't act like a southerner. You don't act like a good human being. You rip people off. You don't want to pay them what they're worth. You want to argue with people. You want to cause problems. You want to call the county on people. We don't do that down here. You got a problem with your neighbor, you fucking deal with your neighbor. You don't fucking call the cops. You don't call the fucking county. You people are cowards and pussies, and you're self-entitled. Stop coming to our state. We don't want you here. You keep complaining about my truck, well then fucking leave, because the more you complain, the more shit I'm gonna put on that motherfucking truck, the bigger trailers I'm gonna fucking buy so I can put more shit on those motherfuckers. Pretty soon I'm gonna be driving down the road in a motherfucking train, bro. I'm gonna be literally in the Trump train. Fucking pretty soon. Because the more you fuck with me, the more I'm gonna push back. You will never break me. Plain and simple. You're a bunch of coward pussies. I invite you to try to do to me what you did to that kid when he was fucking campaigning for fucking Ron DeSantis and Marco Rubio. As a matter of fact, in a couple days, we're coming to that county. I'm coming in my Trump truck. Okay? I want you to surround me and fucking try to put me in the hospital. I will kill every motherfucking one of you. I want you to understand that. If you put your fucking hands on me and try to hurt me for political reasons, I will fucking take your life. And I will not have a fucking second thought about it. So you better be ready to fucking kill me if you try to do some dumb shit like that. You're fucking cowards. Every one of you. My name's Joshua Pierce. I invite you. I invite you. We can sign waivers of intent so nobody gets legally in trouble. I invite you. Fuck with me like that. Ain't one of you motherfuckers ever said nothing to my face. You attacked my shit in the middle of the night when nobody's around. Ain't one of you motherfuckers ever had the balls to say anything to me. I'm right here. I'm in Port Charlotte, fucking Florida. I'm ready. Come on. I love you guys. Hope you're having a blessed day. I have to vent right now. A lot of us can't take this anymore. You know, you're getting lied to by the media. You're getting lied to. People see this stuff on the media. Tim Pool, you're guilty of it. You're fucking talking Ron DeSantis up left and right. I love you, Ron. I really do. I backed you more than anybody. And then I actually read your bills all the way through and the legislation that goes with them. Yeah. This might be my last election that I vote. And unfortunately, I know a lot of people saying that. I know a couple hundred people right now that aren't going to vote in this election because of what's happened with this hurricane. You know, that's just a couple hundred people I've spoken to on the streets. A lot of people aren't voting. Democrats might win. It'll be a civil war if they do. Plain and simple. You're not taking our guns in Florida. You better be ready to fight, motherfuckers, if you try to come take our guns. But Democrats might win here. It's a possibility. Because they're going to cheat like they already are. There's already a full criminal probe being done in Orlando right now. You think it's happening in Orlando? It's happening all over the place. It's not just Orlando. Everywhere needs to be having fucking armed security watching your ballot boxes right now. Everybody. And the fact that the Democrats don't want that, the fact that the sheriffs and the cops that allowed this to happen the first time, I no longer back blue. Just so everybody knows. I'll say that right out and about right now. After everything that's happened through all of this, the cops haven't backed us, Patriots, one bit. None. You guys haven't backed us at all. You guys are fucking tyrants and you're pieces of shit. You don't know how to do your jobs. You don't know the fucking law. You don't deserve your positions. The majority of you. There's 2 or 3 of you on each force that are pretty decent guys. You still don't know the laws, though, and you still violate people's constitutional rights. If you don't know the Constitution, you shouldn't be a cop, period. If you take an oath to the Constitution and you don't know the laws of the state that you're in, you shouldn't be a cop. Why does a probation officer have to take 2 years of law school to become a probation officer, but a cop doesn't have to have any legal experience whatsoever? That's weird, right? That's fucking weird. The people that carry guns and can shoot you and have what's called qualified immunity, which means they can do whatever they want, and you can't get them in trouble for it. Unless you can absolutely prove that they were malicious. And 9 times out of 10, they are malicious, and they are trying to fuck with you, and they are trying to hurt you. And there's nothing you can do about it, because they have what's called, you know what? At this point, I regret getting those petitions signed to not take the officers' qualified immunity. Absolutely, you need to take police department's qualified immunity. Absolutely. You know why they'll quit? Because they don't have absolute immunity, because they know they're breaking the laws. If you're not breaking the laws, not having qualified immunity shouldn't bother you, right? If it bothers you, you're clearly violating the Constitution. You clearly only have the badge to bully people. If you can't get away with whatever you want to legally, and you get mad about it. Love you guys. I'm getting off here.